Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. I've got a little standard brew I'm going to try out in some tournament practice matches. So I can talk about it pretty briefly, and I'm sure there's going to be some changes here, but this is basically a take on the blue-red artifact sort of deck from last standard. Admittedly, I haven't played Standard in a while, but I just figured I had most of the cards for this. It seemed like an interesting idea. We'd see what we can do with it. So how it works. We've got Ghostfire Blade, which interacted positively with artifacts before, but since it works with colorless creatures, it's going to interact really positively with like Vile Aggregate, Ruination Guide, Sky Spawner. So I felt like that was a synergy worth exploring. Vile Aggregate and Ruination Guide also work really well with the artifact tokens since they get pumped or pump them. So I like that. And then basically our finishers are like Whirler Rogue and Pia and Kirin Nalar, which are just 4-drops, 2/2s that spit out 2 tokens. So basically just trying to get some value out of Ghostfire Blades or Ruination Guide or Vile Aggregate with a bunch of artifacts. We also have Spawning Beds, a couple of those. Those work well with the Vile Aggregates and Ruination Guides and Ghostfire Blades. So pretty interesting little synergies here. We've got a counterspell package of Disdainful Stroke, a couple of them main deck negates. We are main decking some Wild Slashes. This is definitely a budget brew for sure. I think the most expensive cards in here are probably Wild Slash, and oddly I think Pia and Kirin Nalar went up to like ticket and a quarter or something like that. Trying out Thopter Engineer because gives artifacts haste, so just lets you go Thopter Engineer into Pia or Whirler Rogue and attack right away, which I think is good. Trying out the negate Disdainful Strokes, we'll see how those work. Sideboards, we've got the spells for just stopping instants for 1 mana. It's a good value. Reality Shift, maybe something we can bring in to stop Hangerback Walkers or something big that we can't deal with otherwise. Rose also deal with big things like Siege Rhino. So does Disdainful Stroke, though, for that matter. Got some Clash of Wills, I don't know, just in case I need some more counter spells. Thopter Spy Network, maybe a good way to beat Control decks, possibly. I don't know yet. Trying that out as well, and Arc Lightning. So kind of an experimental little brew here. I had most of the cards for it. I felt like it could do something interesting. Feel free to leave any comments if you have deck suggestions, but until then, we'll do some tournament practice matches here and see how we do. We'll see you then.